Welcome back to our Blue Z Water channel. Today I'd like to go over the key benefits of Blue Z Water. Once again, this is an amazingly affordable product. You get 96 gallons for $36, which comes out to $5.60 a month. So, in a nutshell, here are the 5 therapies that Blue Z Water does. It's a complete detoxification product. It'll pull metals, chemicals such as mercury, aluminum. The oxygen therapy is similar to what's called medical ozone therapy in that the high levels of oxygen go after microbes, viruses, bacteria. Now the key with this product is you can use it as a regular maintenance dose, which is essentially like having the very best water on the planet, or you can actually start accelerating the dosage, which we'll get into in a minute, and then approach it as a very strategic detox protocol. So it's the rate of detox is always important. You start off with a basic dosage and it's very gentle. The antioxidant therapy simply means that, and this is unusual, pro-oxidation. People are familiar with antioxidants. They really never have heard the term, typically what's called pro-oxidation. Oxygen is a cleaner, but it always leaves a byproduct because we have a lot of toxins and normally we don't have a very high rate of oxygen. Now if you're really young, you go out for, let's say, a 10-mile run, you're pumping a ton of oxygen, you're burning a ton of toxins, and usually people are very clean when they're exercising at that level. And even if they're young and let's say not eating perfectly, they're getting incredible levels of burning of the toxins. As we get older, if we don't exercise intensively, the toxins tend to accumulate and we don't get an effective burn. It's almost like having a wood stove and you don't set the damper right. So the byproduct of oxidation, using the wood stove analogy, the oxygen is like what's providing the burn on the toxins. The wood is like the toxins. The byproduct of the burn is the soot and the ashes. That's called free radical damage. So Blue Z Water can both burn up the toxins and actually take care of the byproduct of the burn. Now, there are additional antioxidant therapies that one can do, which we'll talk about in some other videos. But in the meantime, that's pretty extraordinary that Blue Z Water will clean up the byproduct of its own burn. The Trace Mineral Therapy is a free ebook we provide, and it's by Dr. Nohima, and he talks about the incredible benefits of the trace minerals literally as they feed and repair the cells. So really just think that the trace mineral therapy is like DNA repair. It's helping the cells come back online. You're hydrating the cells, you're getting rid of the toxins in the cells, and then you're turning around and putting this incredible trace mineral complex into the cell to feed and help the cell regenerate. Structured water therapy is simply, think of it as drinking water that is really truly hydrating. This water has a denser water molecule than ordinary water, and you can look at Gerald Pollack's work on what's called structured water. So this is structured water, basically very hydrating. Okay, so we're going to move on to the ways to intensify the dosing next. Okay, so the intensive dosing can be done one of two ways. You could purchase our Blue Z ready-made boost, which is convenient. You can take it to work, use it, or you can make your own. Now, the key in the intensive dosing, and this is what Dr. Nohima was doing to cure some pretty heavy-duty diseases, is that you're essentially accelerating the rate of detox. You're creating more activated oxygen, you're intensifying the mineral dosing. So everything that the product does is being intensified. It would be very helpful to always consult a practitioner when you go into more intensive detox protocols. We also recommend using the vibration machine or a rebounder when you start to intensify dosing to act as a pump. Now keep in mind that we're going to give you a very simple image so you understand why a vibration machine. When you go to wash clothes, you don't just dump soap in the washing machine. You always engage the agitator. Otherwise, if you went back 10 minutes later, you just have filthy water. So when people just take supplements to detox and they don't do the agitation, it's the same basic idea that you would have filthy water, which would create a very what's called the Herxheimer or response. So you'd feel like crap. That filthy water in your body would be your filthy blood. So you really need the pump or the agitation when doing the detox. So we highly recommend getting a vibration machine, or you can use a rebounder. Now, vibration machines have additional benefits, which we discuss in many of our videos. But as far as detox goes, both the rebounder and the vibration machine cause a shift in G-force. In other words, they cause a pumping action on the cells. So that pumping action essentially pumps the water deeply, through the body, and acts like pretty much just like an agitator in a washing machine. So if you're going to do this intensive dosing protocol, please get a rebounder or a vibration machine to complete the detox protocol. This is sort of the basic core foundation. So basically, you're going to start upping the dosing according to what you can handle. Now, the max, you can go through this protocol and read about it, and I'm just going to give you the basic overview. The max protocol is 1 drop per 1 pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, you would use 200 drops of Blue Z water per dose, and you put that in about 4 to 6 ounces of water and drink that. Now this is what we call the Blue Z boost, or the accelerated dose. You're going to work up. So if you're 200 pounds, you might start, instead of 200 drops, you're not going to go right at it because you can get incredible Herxheimer. You might start with 10 drops and 4 to 6 ounces of water and see how you're feeling. And this will explain how to go, check it out. Basically, if you can tolerate the 10 drops, then you just keep going up and up and up, and don't push it to beyond a tolerable threshold. So you're going to do this twice a day. If you're doing 10 drops in the morning, you'll do 10 drops in the evening, and then work your way up to the max dose of 200 drops, which is 2 teaspoons if you're 200 pounds. Some people go beyond this limit, but I suggest you really try to adhere to this limit and be patient. Get your vibration machine or rebounder going. Make sure you don't go too aggressively, and then you can also contact us if you want to do even further detox assisted protocols. There are some additional therapies that support detox. Also, look on our YouTube channel. We have a video on a comprehensive antimicrobial program. So if you're dealing, let's say, with a Lyme disease or Hep C or something like that, there are additional therapies one can add on to this foundational therapy. But this is foundational. The other therapies, I'll just briefly mention them, which one might consider, would be medical ozone therapy. Very, very extraordinary. You can do that at home. Very affordable to buy a system. You're not going to find a lot of people telling you can go do medical ozone therapy at home. This is cutting edge new stuff. PEMF therapy, post-electromagnetic therapy, is another pumping action on the entire body. It pumps the cell membranes. It hits every cell in the body, and you can contact us. We can explain how that works. As far as inflammation, when you're detoxifying, you get a lot of inflammation, you get a lot of byproduct. When you're trying to support this immune system, there's also what's called molecular hydrogen therapy, which we are going to be doing some videos on. That works on inflammation and superhydration. So generally, with a lot of toxins in the body, you get a lot of inflammation. Eventually the cells start to dehydrate, and that's sort of the cousin of oxygen therapy is hydrogen therapy. Now, Blue Z water is super hydrating, and if you drink a lot of it, isn't quite anti-inflammatory. But if you're very compromised, these are adjunct therapies. Alrighty, so it's about evaluating the longevity of the condition. If you're 70 years old and you've been toxic for most of your life, and you're just starting, that's a different approach than someone who's been working at this a long time. If you have a lot of co-infections, that's going to require a different strategy. If you have a lot of muscle aches, joint pain, you're going to lean in a different direction. There's also, we have our trauma release program right here. So if you have a lot of heavy-duty trauma memory, that also has a different approach. So we wanted to design a program for you that meets the issues that are showing up for you. But starting with the water and the vibration machine really works uniformly at all conditions. Alrighty, so we do just again real quick, just please check out this book. It'll really open your eyes to how incredible this mineral therapy is. And if you want to buy the ready-made boost, we have that here. And take a look at our core programs: the comprehensive detox program, the trauma release program, and the vibration therapy workshop. Oh, that's one last thing. Yes, in this workshop we have the addition of a tool called the rapid release tool. So if you're detoxifying the body and you have a lot of liver toxicity, which is very, very common, by standing on a vibration machine and using the rapid release tool on your organs, literally, you can power flush your organs. So now you're infusing the bluesy water into your body now, and you're using this foundational pump. And hold on a second here. So yes, you're using the vibration machine as your foundational global body pump, but now you can strategically pump the kidneys, the liver, the spleen. Let's say a lot of pancreas compromise or diabetes. This is a very easy to do protocol. It takes 10 minutes in the morning, and literally think of it as power flushing the organs. So you can radically change your state of health in a short period of time if you just do the bluesy water, the vibration machine, and incorporate the rapid release tool. Unfortunately, this is not common understanding, because this is a body work tool I use, and due to the fact that I address multidimensional issues with clients, I understand how these therapies work together. To me, this is common sense. I wish it was common sense to everybody who's out there. Now, people, do understand, let's say, maybe a lymphatic brush, or people who rebound, understand that it acts on the lymph system and a pump. If you do the vibration machine with the rapid release tool and the water, you can go profoundly into the lymph system and the organ systems. Now, people can't just use a brush over the liver and get those kind of results. However, with this protocol, not only can you get profoundly into the lymph system, you can get those organs, and believe me, that is critical to a disease, especially the liver. When the liver gets overloaded, it can wreak havoc, and you can have all kinds of issues. Obviously, the colon is also huge, and you can treat your colon with this therapy. So we'd love to get you on a level 1, level 2, level 3, and help people who are suffering so they don't feel hopeless and understand how to integrate these tools. Bluesy water, incredible detox product. Integrate it with these other tools, and you have a high level skill set to help yourself. Appreciate it. Any questions, contact me, Andrew, at bluesywater.com. Thank you.